Tonight, Nigeria's COVID-19 confirmed cases rise to 15,181 with 627 new cases recorded. Just as Edo discharges 14 more patients. And on the political scene, reactions trailed disqualification of Governor Godwin Obaseki by APC Governorship Screening Committee. Good evening and a warm welcome to the news tonight. My name is Agatha Egwarujo. 627 new cases of COVID-19 have been confirmed by the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC. Of the new cases, Lagos has 229, FCT is 65, Abia 54, Borno 42, Oyo 35, Rivers 28, Edo 28, Gombe 27, and Ogun 21. The 2 and Delta states have 18 new cases each, Bauchi and Kaduna 10 each, Benue 9, Ondo 8, Kwara 6, Nasarawa and Enugu 4 each. There are 3 new cases each in Sokoto, Niger and Kebbi states, and 1 case each in Yobe and Kano states. With the new cases, total number of confirmed COVID-19 cases in the country is now 15,181. 4,891 patients have been discharged and 399 deaths recorded so far. In the meantime, Edo State recorded 28 new cases of coronavirus confirmed by the Nigeria Center for Disease Control. A total number of confirmed cases in the state is now 518. The state has also discharged 14 more patients from its isolation centers, bringing total number of recoveries in the state to 128. 25 deaths have also been reported so far. Now, in line with recommendations of the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, Edo State government is to commence a gradual easing of the partial lockdown after the COVID-19 pandemic peaks in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Governor Godwin Obaseki was updating newsmen on continuing efforts to contain the virus. The report by Goodluck Inaini will come to you subsequently. Crazy rate of community infections has encouraged the view that enough is not being done to enforce safety regulations, most especially in rural areas. In Ewu, the people are well informed about the ravaging pandemic, but life for them is still normal and alarm bells are not ringing as no case of the virus has been recorded there. I was at the community and major concern of the people is returning to their shops in the market to continue business as usual.
Beginning from the palace of the Onoji of Ewu, Zaiki Razak Ojefo Isesele II, one could tell that awareness of COVID-19 here is high, with the wash stand, soap and sanitizer at the entrance. A handful of chemists and provision shops also had hand wash facility.
I have the sanitizer, I have everything. Anybody that enter here must have to wash his hands, sanitize himself or herself before coming in.
One sanitizer they gave me, they say it's from the governor. And that sanitizer, now me with my children, they use them for house.
Okay, you know if you carry
I know if I carry and come out now as I leave my house, I don't know what is happening there. Guess from where they put for public place, like whether they sell food.
But the problem here is the crowd in the designated market in Ehalne Primary School, Egware quarters. Here, people from the 7 villages that make up Ewu converge, making it impossible to maintain physical distance. With little space available in the school compound, the traders spread out in front of the gate, continuing business and throwing caution to the wind.
Last year our market, let beef rice and beef where people carry come market. You spoil all of them. You finish am. Make they let us enter market. Make they manage. Now inside school not even tight pass. For market now, you dey your shade. Who come by, you go meet you for inside shade. For here now Now inside na there tight to pass wahala. Wheelbarrow no fit pass, woman being no fit pass.
It's happening now. It's not social distancing. The distance is even closer than what it used to be before. When you come to the market, the place is spacious. But while they are there now, people are suffering. They can't enter the market, they can't do anything. More than 10 people in one spot. Worse than where it was here.
Early morning today, eh? See, motor no dey pass, leg no dey pass, wheelbarrow no dey pass. As people no see, it's tight, eh? The coronavirus wey be say they say make we call school, make we dey share for school, eh? If you say the sickness dey here, now here for carry am. We thank God say sickness not dey here.
Before if I get belle, I know they suffer. They push wheelbarrow, but now suffer. I know they see what I tell they feed my children. Now they push wheelbarrow up and down.
Only very few use the face mask.
I have nose mask. The thing is almost suffocating me, so I have to remove it. You also receive fresh since I'm alone, I'm not in the crowd.
As the announcer everywhere say, better they wear nose masks. And I still made me put my own, so that as I put my own, so I don't say, well, with God, all things are possible.
We'll take a break now. The news continues shortly. To stay tuned.
Normal data day looks like you on your lane minding your own business. La 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 la. Suddenly, Glow decides to surprise you. Free 200 megabytes, and wow, your parole don't change. This means you begin to enjoy more uploads and more Snapchatting, more streaming, more gaming. Look at you, buzzing around town, having the time of your life.
Free Data Day is here for all Glow subscribers. Get 200 MB free data for a day and change your parole. Use 100 MB plus 150 naira on voice calls or just 250 naira on voice calls in the preceding week to enjoy. Watch out for an SMS alert for details. The largest data network, Glow, grandmasters of data.
Today, I ask all Edo citizens to join me to express our gratitude and appreciation to our health workers who have been leading our fight against COVID-19. These gallant men and women continuously sacrifice almost everything: their health, friends and families, livelihoods and resources, just to make sure that we are safe. I implore you not to be discouraged, because over 16% of our current COVID-19 cases are healthcare workers. But be rest assured that my government will not relent in prioritizing your welfare and continue to ensure that you have adequate training, access to the right equipment, facilities, and proper compensation. Thank you, Edo health workers.
David said in Psalm 121, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help, for my help cometh from the Lord. Where are you seeking solution from? Where do you think your help will come from? You must have been running from pillar to post in search of help and security. Come to the Lord Jesus Christ, the author and finisher of your faith. He alone can give you life. He alone can give you peace. He alone can give you salvation. Look up to him. Your help comes from him. Come and worship with me in Christ Chosen Church of God International in Benin City and all environs. Jesus is there to provide that solution that you're looking for, to give you peace that you're looking for. Look up to him. Trust in him, and it will be well with you.
Ogbele 2020 don't come with ogbonge travel awoof o.
Muyi Line, the transport company where get everybody for mind. Say comfortable traveling no suppose tear pocket o. As a Wu bonanza price still dey from Benin to Lagos, mine to Yanapaja Yaba and Aja for just 2,500 naira. Benin to Port Harcourt 2,000 naira plus cheap Awu price. So worry Bayelsa and Niger Delta routes, including Ekpoma, Auchi and Abuja. Muyi Line executive charter cars like Toyota Corolla, Toyota Camry and Sienna dey to local and international airports and anywhere for Nigeria. Save money, enjoy safe and comfortable journey as this travel awoof day till June 30th, 2020. Muyi Line head office dey 169 Oselu Lagos Road, opposite Technical Junction, Benin City. Muyi Line, friend of Nigeria students.
Thank you for staying tuned. Reactions have continued to trail Governor Godwin Obaseki's disqualification by the APC screening committee for the gubernatorial election in September.
Result of the screening exercise did not come to me altogether as a surprise. Be that as it may, I would want to appeal to our leaders and our members in Edo State to remain calm. It's early days yet.
I want to, at this point, commend the screening committee that they did due diligence, because we must avoid the pitfall we fell into in Bayelsa State.
The other two aspirants were disqualified. Former Minister of Works Chris Ogimoyi and Matthew Udwekime could not be reached for comments.
In the meantime, a group of youths in the state under the aegis of Edo Civil Society Coalition for Peace and Advancement is urging politicians in the state to allow fair play for peace to reign. They made their demands in a protest in Benin City to press home the need for peace all through the electioneering period.
Youths marched round the Obavorame Square, which is the city center, calling for fairness in the affairs of political parties and a peaceful conduct of the election in September so that development can thrive.
The tenets of democracy must be heard. We must follow the rule of law. And the state election must hold peacefully.
We want peace, and this forthcoming election, there must be a peace. And every form of rancor should be settled amicably.
The people in Edo is more important than the politics.
There was a traffic build-up on the ever-busy Obavorame Square while the protest lasted. The protest follows the disqualification of Governor Godwin Obaseki and two others by the APC screening committee for the Edo gubernatorial election. In Benin, Agatha Egwaroju, NTA.
Now, away from political matters, sexual assault has always been greeted with condemnation across cultural and religious crimes. When the assault is accompanied with maiming and murder, the crime becomes even worse. Just as the people are yet to come to terms with the news of the rape and murder of 100-level Unibrand student Waila Mozua and the protests and demonstration that is following the Inhuman Act, the rape and murder of a pregnant woman, Mrs. Queen Igbinebu, has surfaced in public space. Ifeoma Okafo is following the story.
The pregnant Igbinebu was allegedly gang raped in her house in Benin City. She was said to be alone in her home when some unknown men broke in through the ceiling, raped her. It was alleged that the rapists came looking for the victim's husband, one comrade Promise Igbinebu, who is a politician. When they could not find him at home, they vented their anger on his pregnant wife. When NTN News visited the victim's house at Good Samaritan Street off Uselu Market, Benin City, no one will speak about the incident. Meanwhile, the Edo State Police Command is investigating the matter.
Investigation is ongoing to unravel the circumstances that led to the death of Mrs. Queen Promise Igbinebu. So far, so good. The boys fingered that they were responsible for the rape and murder of his wife with the police, while investigation still continues. Autopsy of the woman will tell much about what led to her death.
The alleged rape and murder of Mrs. Queen Igbeneghu is coming even as protest continues by various groups in the state over her rape and murder. In Benin, Ifeoma Okafor, NTA News.
We'll take another break. The news continues shortly. Stay tuned.
Una know say more than half of the people wey coronavirus don kill for Edo State na 60 years and above. Coronavirus no just get sorry heart for elderly people and other people wey get sickness like kidney disease, hypertension, asthma, tuberculosis, diabetes and cancer. I beg, if you know say you be 60 years and above and you get all this disease, may you careful sit down for your house and mind your business. And our dear young people, no carry coronavirus give your papa, mama, grandpapa and grandmama because their body no be like your own. Una no see the number of coronavirus positive and people wey don die for Edo State. COVID-19 no be play but just continue to do wetin government talk. Maintain social distance and wash your hand always with soap and wear face mask for public. With your cooperation, coronavirus go be history soon. Now Edo State government bring una this story.
You're welcome to fellowship with us this Sunday at New Covenant Gospel Church. Indeed, every Sunday, 3 live refreshing services with your host, Reverend Dr. Felix Omobode, ministering. First service, 7:30 a.m., 9 a.m. second service, 10:30 a.m. third service at His Glory 1 Edokolo Close, New Benin, Benin City. 1 hour each with rich content, the word, anointed praise, and prevailing prayers. You can also join our social media platforms, live.glim.org, Facebook NCGC His Glory, YouTube Glim Media. Come, enjoy true worship, experience the unfolding glory.
This is not just a hotel. It's a resort, a place where luxury, class, and hospitality meets. It's not just 4 walls. It's a reinvention. It's an idea that relaxation should be brilliant. We offer world-class services that makes the experience unforgettable. Edo Heritage Hotel, you can't get it better.
The season of touching the hearts and changing lives is here again, and the program is loading. The Citywide Crusade, the scholarship program, the prison ministrations and releasing of some convicted inmates, the free medical program, payment of hospital bills, and the commissioning of donated projects including the Uromi Central Hospital Accident and Emergency Unit, road network at the Federal Polytechnic Auchi, and the dedication of some churches by Dr. Matthew Beolo. The other programs commemorating the why of the birth of our chairman and more will be holding. The programs will be spread within 6 months from the 15th of June to the 15th of December 2020 because schools are not in session. Traveling and gatherings are restricted because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Each of the program will announce at the most convenient time within this 6 months period. God is involved. Announcer Barrister Onome Briggs, Secretary Matthew Okpevulu Foundation.
Next time you visit the ancient city of Benin, 2 things will excite you: the warmth and welcome of its people, and of course, the class and style of its hospitality business. Randeki Gold, home of hospitality like no other. Located in one of the most serene environments in the ancient city. Truly classy and exquisite with world-class facilities. Fully equipped digital multipurpose hall with life-size, ultra-high definition LED screen. 180 square meters king-size swimming pool with bubble bath. Enough to leave you breathless. The exotic Ariel's Bistro and Grill restaurant with variety of continental dishes, especially some of the rarest delicacies you can find in town. Fact is, a visit will truly convince you that we are gold. Randeki Gold is the gold wing of the prestigious Randeki Royal Hotel at 6 Uhenoyi Street off Ihama and Boundary Roads, GRA Benin City. www.randekihotels.com. Randeki Gold, our hospitality is gold.
Many thanks for staying tuned. The United Nations has since 2015 intensified efforts at promoting and protecting human rights of persons with albinism. As the world observes the 2020 International Albinism Awareness Day with the theme Made to Shine Against All Odds, Joy Egbu highlights the tales of woes and smiles among this vulnerable group in society, especially in the midst of COVID-19.
Statistics show that over 600,000 Nigerians living with albinism suffer discrimination from their families, schoolmates, and peers. With deep concerns on the widespread discrimination, stigmatization, dehumanization, and brutal killings of this group, and the need for more public awareness on their needs and challenges, especially in Africa, the United Nations General Assembly at its 69th session, Third Committee Agenda Item 68, proclaimed with effect from 2015, 13th June, as International Albinism Awareness Day. It is to promote and protect the human rights of persons with albinism, including efforts to increase awareness of human rights situation of persons with albinism and understanding of albinism amongst others. Joy Odige is one of the persons living with albinism.
So because we don't have melanin on our skin to protect us from the UVA ray, the sun rays, we are prone to sunburn. So we cannot expose ourselves under the sun for hours because we don't have melanin to shield our skin from the sun. So it's a challenge for us because it can lead to skin cancer. We need low vision aids. More research should be done. We want low vision. There's what we call magnifier, so our pupils and students can be given magnifier to enhance their sight so that they can do well academically. Then for our skin, we need sunscreen. It's very expensive. We want the government, kind individuals, NGOs to support in buying this sunscreen for us.
For Joy Odige, the need for special attention to be given to the security and socio-economic well-being of all persons living with albinism and other vulnerable groups in Nigeria cannot be overemphasized.
During this COVID-19 period, appealing to well-meaning Nigerians, the government to assist some of these persons with palliative. We heard about palliative giving to some persons, but we've not benefited.
The theme for this year's World Albinism Day is Made to Shine Against All Odds. In Benin, Joy Egbu, NTA News.
And talking sports now, the National Council of Sports has tentatively fixed 22nd October to 4th of November this year for the 20th National Sports Festival tagged Edo 2020. Good looking 9 reports.
The committee arrived the state on the 9th of this month and set out for work. The members were at the various health facilities and isolation centers to inspect facilities there. The committee later met with the LOC behind closed doors, where it resolved to fix the dates for the fiesta.
We have discussed at length with the Edo team, and they have suggested that it could be possible to open the Ken Village on the 22nd of October. Opening ceremony could be 25th of October, and closing ceremony could be November the 4th.
Deputy Governor Felicia Ibu is happy with the development.
We are determined to flatten the curve of this pandemic and cut the chain. When we say we were ready, we are actually ready. Now we are more ready to host this tournament.
Although a tentative date has been announced, it is however subject to ratification of the sports minister. In Benin, good luck in Aini, NT News.
That concludes the news tonight. Thank you for watching. Good evening.